So have you ever wondered why in life that two different people standing on a same geographical ground and looking at the same situation yet see differently? Yeah, or arrive at two different interpretations. Now, I've seen this scenario at play a lot of times. I mean, a lot of times, especially among believers, where two believers could be going through a similar situation, yet see differently, yet have two different interpretations to that situation, and ultimately produce two different experiences. Now, in today's teaching, I want to show you part of the reason why it is like that. But most importantly, I want to show you how that is closely connected to your identity. So in the last video, we started to talk on the importance of finding your true identity in Christ. The importance of finding your true identity in Christ. And today we're going to build up on that. And on my previous video, if you haven't watched it, we started to look at one aspect of our identity, which is positioning. And we're talking of how our identity in Christ affirms or upholds our positioning, which is being positioned in Christ. And today I want us to draw our attention to another aspect of our identity, which is perspective. And by perspective, we are talking of an outlook. We are talking of a way of thinking. It's a frame of mind. Yeah. It's a mindset which gives us an interpretation to life. Very, very important. So from today's lesson, here is the most important statement that I want you to get. And I'm going to break down everything based on that statement. And I want you to get it at all costs. And when you do so, please go in the comment section. Let's type it in the comment section as soon as you get it. So here we go. Our identity in Christ shapes our sense of perspective. Yeah. Our identity in Christ shapes our sense of perspective. Let's go to the book of Titus, chapter number 1, verse number 15. The writer says, "To the pure, all things are pure. Yet nothing is pure to those who are unbelieving and corrupted, because their minds and their consciences are defiled." Right. So a very important principle that we want to pick from there says, in life, we do not see things the way they are, but we see things the way we are. Yep. In life, we do not see things the way they are, but we see things the way we are. To the pure, all things are pure, and nothing is pure to those who are defiled or those who are unbelieving, because their minds and their consciences are defiled. And I'll illustrate it this way. Right now, I'm wearing these clear glasses. So everything I'm seeing is very clear. Yeah, it's carrying its original color. But the moment I take off these glasses and I put on my sunglasses that are tinted, yeah, everything changes. Yeah, not that things have changed, but the changes happened on this side. So that's why I'm saying to you that in life, we do not see things the way they are. We see things the way we are. I hope you're getting that. And that's why I'm saying our identity in Christ shapes our sense of perspective. In other words, it shapes our mindset. It shapes our thinking. Yeah. So that when Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a man thinketh, so is he," I'm beginning to think through who I am. I'm beginning to process things in life on the basis of who I am, because our identity in Christ shapes our perspective. That is very, very important in life. This is what causes both a people of fear and a people of faith, when they are put together and allowed to see a same situation, they will arrive at two different interpretations or two different conclusions. This is exactly why when Moses took 12 spies, sent them to spy the land of Canaan, when they came back as two groups. Yeah. And the point of departure was on perspective. One group came back and said, we are nothing, for we are like grasshoppers. But other group says, no, we're people of faith. We can take this land. We can possess the land of Canaan. Why? Because in life, we do not see things the way they are. We see things the way we are. So the sooner we start to develop our sense of identity in Christ, it will begin to shape our mindset. That's why one of the greatest exhortations in the New Testament, Romans 12, verse number 3, it says, do not be conformed to the patterns of this world any longer, but be ye transformed. How? By the renewal of your mind. So the more you and I begin to feed on the knowledge of who we are in Christ, it will begin to shape our perspective. Things don't necessarily have to change. It's you who has to change the way you view things. Now, one of the most important aspects of perspective is that perspective determines our experiences in life. We experience life to the extent to which we see things. So that's why it is important to develop your identity in Christ, because our identity in Christ shapes our sense of perspective. I hope you're learning, and if you're learning, I want you to jump in the comment section and say, I am embracing my identity in Christ. Go ahead and say, I'm embracing my identity in Christ. Until we meet again on the next video, I pray that may heaven keep smiling at you. God bless. This is Pastor Danny.